So in this video, I'm over here in Puerto Pollensa and I've got some great news for you. Now, if you've been watching my video updates over the past few months this summer, you'll know that we have no sunbeds on the beaches over here in Puerto Pollensa. However, today it's all set to change in a video which I'm going to be calling Sunbedgate, the sequel. Okay, so looking down on the main beach over here in Puerto Pollensa, I can see a huge stack of sunbeds right in front of me. I can see some beach umbrella posts have been laid out and I can see a tractor in the distance. Let's head on down and go and see what's happening, and I can give you an approximate time frame as well of when these sunbed services are going to be up and ready and in time for your holiday. But that's not all, because we're going to head on down into Puerto Pollensa Centre in just a little while to talk to what I can only describe as being the saviours of summer for so many visitors coming over to Puerto Pollensa so far this year. Now, hopefully we'll get to have a chat to them, but all I can say is, well, not all heroes wear capes. So let's head on down onto the waterfront here and let's go and see what's happening in the port today. So coming down the jetty this morning, you can see that we have a little bit of cloud over here in the port and there's a really lovely cooling breeze blowing. We're going to be having highs today of 27 degrees. I have to say it's a little bit fresher over here than it is over in Palma this morning, which has clear blue skies, and we're expecting highs of 32 degrees. I have to say it's a lot more pleasant over here, so I'm actually quite happy to be filming on this side of the island. But anyway, let's head on down towards the beach. Now, as we're coming off the beach here, we can see the first signs of the beach umbrellas appearing down on this side of the beach, right near the jetty. We can also see the toilet blocks as well, and the whole pile of sunbeds too. But have the loos yet been opened over here in Puerto Pollensa? Let's go and find out. So you may remember in my last video from over here in the port that we're not just talking about a sunbed service over here, we're also talking about the beachside chiringuitos, little beach bars. We're talking about the toilet blocks as well as the, and most importantly I think, the disabled access on the sand too. So I'm actually standing where La Roca Chiringuito used to be. I can't see evidence of a beach bar here just yet. Is it going to be put up this summer? I don't know, but I'm standing right outside the toilets here, so let's see if they've now finally opened the toilet block here. I can't believe it, I can't believe it. Okay, so we still have the toilets closed here over on Puerto Pollensa Beach. Not quite sure what the delay is. I mean, surely it's just a case of opening it up. I don't know. Maybe they need to find cleaners as well. Who knows? But for now, if you're coming over to Puerto Pollensa in the next week or so, you may not find the toilet blocks open here on the beach. So same advice as last time. Go and use the loos in the restaurants. Go and use the loos in the hotels. So far, and from what I've heard, all the businesses over here have been very accommodating as well of anyone needing to use the loo, but fingers crossed we're going to see these loos behind me open very soon. And here we have the site that we've been waiting for, the sunbeds just waiting to be put out. Now, you would have seen in my previous video that we actually saw them in the storage area in a polygono and an industrial estate out just on the outskirts of Pollensa Old Town. But look, check out the beach here. Now, from what I understand, it's going to be a little bit more than just throwing the sunbeds out on the beaches. It's going to take a little bit of time. The sand has to be prepared first. And you can see, look, they've cleared this area here. You can see the tractors have been down on the sand. So as we come down a little bit further, you can see that the umbrella posts are now being put onto the sand as well. And this is going to take some time, stretching all the way from the jetty, all the way down towards the port and right along down the Pine Walk as well. Now, I did want to bring you the whole story in Sunbedgate, the sequel, but I don't think I can today because, well, I've been talking to Pollensa Town Hall, I've been talking to Tourist Information, and no one can give me an idea of pricing just yet on the cost of 2 sunbed rentals and the beach umbrella and a safe for this summer. So that's going to have to come again in another video, but I'm sure I'll be back here very soon. So consider subscribing to the channel if you want to catch up on that video update. Hopefully we'll have a clear idea of prices, but do you know what? I can still see some stickers on the beach umbrellas, which I assume are from last year. Let's go and see how much they are, and then in a week or so, hopefully we'll know the prices and we can see if there's been a price change for this year too. Okay, so here's a beach umbrella with a very clear sticker on. Now, I'm assuming these prices are from last year. I think they are. We can see here that the price for 2 sunbeds and the beach umbrella is €15 for the day. There's no indication of any beach locker on here either. Is this price going to remain the same? Well, let's see, shall we? Because every 4 years or so, the contracts come up for renewal for the contractors to provide beach services over here in the resorts. Bearing in mind now we're in the middle of July, and well, all of this is going to come back down again right at the end of October. It would be nice actually to say they're getting the sunbeds and the beach umbrellas out in time for Easter for 2025, but it's hard to believe that once all this goes up, it's all going to have to come down again right at the end of the season. Anyway, come on, let's keep walking down and we're going to see what the rest of Puerto Pollensa beach looks like today. And you can hear a hum of machinery in the background here. I'm just coming up by the development that's right next to the hobby club. You can just see how it's coming along here. Looks like building is well underway. Be interesting to see what that is like when it's finished. I do believe as well, from posts I've seen on social media, that it is the same owners actually that demolished the villa and are rebuilding something a little bit more modern in its place, and my goodness, it's very modern. But you can see the hobby club apartments just here. The noise isn't too bad actually, you can just hear a very general hum. No kind of major building works going on as we're approaching peak season. Well, we are kind of in peak season over here with the kids in Spain on holiday. Now, the provision of beach services over here doesn't include lifeguarding. The lifeguards have been out since the beginning of May, or even actually from April, I do believe. Keeping swimmers safe, so that has not been an issue. But look, check out all the poles that are going up down here. Well, the different look to Puerto Pollensa now, it's quite incredible to see actually. Let me know what you think in comments actually, whether you preferred the wilder beach, or you're looking forward to seeing the sunbeds coming down onto the beach for this year. So we're just coming up towards the Ulal Hotel, I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm just looking over here to what I think might well be the disability area, quite possibly. Still no boardwalks have been put down on the beaches here, but you can see the poles are going up here. Now you can see it's just not an immediate process to do. It's not something that's going to happen very, very quickly. Let's keep walking down. So we're just coming down past the Hotel Pollensa. We can see a bulldozer on the beach, but before we go and have a look at that, I'm just going to turn the camera to the left towards the Hotel Pollensa and the huge construction site that's taking place next door. Now this is also very quiet. I don't know whether they've stopped work on it for this summer. No, I can see a few builders up on the scaffolding doing a few bits and pieces, but again, if you're coming over to the Hotel Pollensa today, at least there's not very much going on. It's very quiet. I don't know how long that will last, but the main noise coming from the beach today is from the bulldozers and the tractors on the sand. But check this out, look, got a tractor down here with a drill bit at the end. That's for drilling in the umbrella posts. We can see them all stacked up here on the tractors. And check this out, if you've ever wondered how they get the umbrella poles into the sand, this is how it's done. Got a little drill bit here on the back of a tractor, and they pop the pole in here, get it pretty well dug in. You can see actually these umbrella poles do run quite deep, so they don't blow away on the occasional windy day that we do have over here on the beaches. So what can we see in front of me? Well, I think we're looking here at the bulldozers gouging a huge trench here. And this may well be to place the boardwalks to get down on the beach for the disability access. I guess that may be the case, that we've got a break in the wall here. I guess we'll soon find out. So as we come down past Tamarel's restaurant here, As you can see, the one restaurant where you can actually eat on the sand on this side of Puerto Pollensa. We're going to head down into the port in just a second and go and check that out. But just checking out the beach on the left-hand side of Tamarel's Beach Restaurant. Well, I can see that we've got no beach umbrella posts going in just yet from over here. But what I can see, and what is really good news, is that we have a little water sports centre already up and running. Okay, so from here I can see a banana boat, I can see the flying sofas, I can see a speedboat as well. Let's go and check out some prices for this summer. And check this out, I can see some girls being taken out on the donuts this morning. I believe it's a pretty fast ride. It's great to see down here, finally in Puerto Pollensa. So I'm here with Jenny talking through what Puerto Pollensa Water Sports Centre is going to offer us this summer. Jenny, hello.
Hi, how are you?
Good, thank you. Now tell me, how long have you been here on the beach for this year?
Almost 2 weeks, 2-3 weeks.
Okay, so what can everyone expect this summer? And what's the fastest ride you have got for anyone coming over wanting a bit of an adrenaline kick?
So it depends what they can do. If they can do wakeboards and ski, that will be the fastest.
Brilliant. Okay, so I'm just going to run the camera down the price list here. Let's just see what we've got here. Look, we've got parasailing here for €50, banana boats for 15, the donuts for 20, which I can see the girls have just gone out on. We've got a sofa ride for 25, and we've also got wakeboarding and water skiing for 50. Do you have paddle boards in just yet?
Not this year, not.
This year, no paddle boards. No. Okay. Do you know if you can
find them along the beach?
Okay, so paddleboarding down the port. Okay, brilliant. Okay, so anyone wanting to come over, I can just see as well. If you're coming over, they're open all day. Jenny, what time do you open?
We open at 10 up to 7.
And I can see that you take a lunch break here between 2 and 3 o'clock. Okay, Jenny, thank you very much. Wishing you a very happy summer ahead.
Thank you. You too. Have a nice day.
Okay, so it's really great that we see the Water Sports Centre now open over here on Puerto Pollensa Beach. I can also see the little catamarans as well. They've been put out a little bit further down the beach, and also the stand-up paddle boards too. Now it's going to take time. You can see by the huge expanse of sand over here, it's going to take quite a long time for these sunbeds to be put up. So if you're coming over for a week's holiday in the next week or 2 or even 3, you may not be able to rent a sunbed down here still. I haven't actually seen evidence of the boardwalks going down either for disabled access, but they are being put down. The girls have just told me as well that this trench that's being dug a little bit further up, that's actually for pedalo access. So we are going to have pedalo rentals down here too. It's all a bit slow getting started, isn't it? It's not great, but at least it's all in progress. It's all in progress. So I hope all of this coincides with your holiday. But anyway, come on, let's go and jump in the car. Let's head on down into the port. Let's go and see what's going on today. Okay, so I've just come into Puerto Pollensa Resort Centre. Now remember at the beginning of this video when I mentioned that not all heroes wear capes? Well, we're going to go and check out Puerto Pollensa's local heroes for summer 2024. We're going to go and see if we can have a chat to the guys over at Multihire. Okay, so we've just come up to Multihire, who have been saving so many holiday makers' summers for this year with sunbed and beach umbrella rental. Let's go in and have a chat. Okay, Sam, so tell me, you guys have beach umbrellas and sunbed rentals over here in Puerto Pollensa. Tell me, how much are you charging for this summer?
We charge €6 a day, but the weekly rate is 30, and that's for the standard ones, so they're the low ones, but we've also got the extra high ones, which are brilliant and much easier to get off of, and they are €8 a day or 40 for the week.
Okay, so if we wanted 2 sunbeds and the beach umbrella, how much would that cost?
For a week, you're talking about €70, so 30 each sunbed and 10 for the parasol.
Okay, that's really, really good value. But also, can I just ask you as well, have you had to get in extra sunbeds for this year because of the problems on the beaches?
Absolutely. We still haven't been able to fulfil every order, but we have bought in probably somewhere in the region of another 150, 200 sunbeds this year.
So what's your recommendation as well for anyone coming over here on holiday? Should they book these before they come out, or can they just come to the office when they arrive?
Absolutely. Booking in advance is essential at the moment with the situation with the beach. Definitely booking in advance.
But it's just not sunbeds and beach umbrellas that you guys do over here, because I'm just looking in your shop and you have a wide variety of other products and services. Tell me more.
Yeah, I mean, we've got over 300 different items, and people always say, what's the strangest thing you rent out? And at the moment, I think it's air fryers. Who rents an air fryer on holiday? But the other services that we provide, so anything for the kitchen, from a coffee machine, anything like that. And then we also do luggage storage and showers. So if people have to leave their villas early at 10 o'clock in the morning and have a late flight, we can store their luggage for them. We're 200 yards from the beach. Go and spend the day on the beach, come back and shower and collect your luggage, so you go to the airport sand free.
That is absolutely amazing. Thank you so much, Sam. Look, I'm going to drop the details of your business, of Multihire, below in the description text. And I'm wishing you a very happy summer.
Thank you very much. It's certainly been a busy one so far.
Also, and this is really interesting as well, for any families coming over to Puerto Pollensa this summer, you can see the huge variety of kids' scooters here. This is going to allow you to go for a nice, long, leisurely walk right along Puerto Pollensa seafront with young kids. Now, these scooters, I believe, hire out for around €6 a day too. Don't forget too, if you're on some kind of boat trip or a shared boat trip or something, they also do life jackets. They do absolutely everything. I can just see as well, look, they've also got a guitar. They've got everything that's needed over here, including aircon too for your villas. Absolutely amazing. But this isn't Multihire's only shop, because there is another one over here in Puerto Pollensa. We're going to take a walk down as well and just see what else they do too. Okay, so you can see where I am. You can see the Pine Walk right in front of me, but we're going to take a quick left here. I'm right on Calle Mendez Núñez. And we can see paddle boards waiting outside. I do believe these are €35 for the day. I can also see as well, look, they've got plenty of paddle boards, plenty of mobility scooters as well. So you can see Multihire do absolutely everything over here for your holiday. Okay, so let's quickly head down to the waterfront here. And you can see actually, if you are renting a paddle board, just how close the water is here. And you can see that they're right behind, just right off the Pine Walk here, at the beginning of the Pine Walk at least. So just looking up here, just looking down towards the Pine Walk, you can see what it's like today. You can see we've got the sun umbrella posts in the sand. We've also, to my right hand side here, got the piles of sunbeds up here. I think everyone's going to be still in for a little bit of a wait. So it's looking quite busy down here in Puerto Pollensa Centre today as we approach lunchtime. I just wanted to make one more check actually. Let me just give you an update from over here, just outside the cis pins on the solarium. And I can see, and I would have thought actually that they would have allowed the sunbeds, at least from the hotel, to appear on the solarium, and that licence still has not been granted. I mean, it's absolutely incredible. We're in July here, and still no sunbeds allowed on the Cispins solarium. Okay, so from this very hot and humid day over here in Puerto Pollensa, it's a shame you haven't got the blue skies today. However, as you can see, it's going to take quite a while for all these sunbeds and beach umbrellas to be up, and also for the service to start as well. And while I had thought that Sunbedgate, the sequel, would be the end of the whole controversy surrounding the sunbeds over here in Puerto Pollensa, I think this story is going to rumble on for at least another few weeks, possibly into August too, which is why my recommendation for this summer is please contact the guys from Multihire. They've got all the very best services for not only renting sunbeds and beach umbrellas for this summer. They're going to be slightly cheaper as well, but also everything else that you're going to need, your hire needs for your holiday too. And I'll drop all their details in the description text below this video. So I'm going to drop a couple of other useful links for your holiday just here and here on YouTube. I'm going to be back here for Sunbedgate, the sequel +1 in a few weeks, when I know that all the beach umbrellas and all the beach services are going to start. But in the meantime, you can find me on the Facebook and on my Instagram, also called Mallorca Under the Sun, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Goodbye for now.